What's going on, Reshoevn8r Nation? I'm Jordan, and today we are going to be cleaning up these 2013 Bred Jordan 1s that belong to our global sales manager, Akil. You guys might have heard of him when Vic did his polo custom, which if you haven't watched that video, make sure you check it out. We're going to be using the Reshoevn8r Essential Kit, so without further ado, let's get started with this cleaning. For before and after purposes, we are only going to be cleaning one of these shoes. We will clean the second one off camera, but until then, I'm going to be setting this shoe aside and we will be inserting our adjustable shoe tree. The shoe tree is inserted. Now our shoe trees do adjust to a size 13, but these are only a size 9.5. The benefits of the shoe tree is I can now put as much pressure on this toe box as possible, and it'll also help reshape the sneaker since there is some creasing on the toe box and this back part from daily wear. For the next step of this cleaning, let's get these laces out. Laces are out and that shoe tree is installed, so now it is time to just add 2 squirts of this solution to our bowl of water. Now that the solution is in the bowl, we are going to be hitting the entire uppers using our Soft Bristle Brush. Now, this is an all leather sneaker, so it's going to be pretty easy to clean. The Soft Bristle Brush will be breaking down all of this grease that's on this shoe and creating tons of bubbles, and then we'll move on to the Medium Bristle Brush. We got the shoe all nice and soapy, so now we just gotta wipe it down with our microfiber towel to see if that dirt and grease is all gone. Got the suds all wiped off. Now I am noticing some darker spots on the toe box, the swoosh, and the back. It could be from some oversaturation because of the quality of the material. This leather could have just soaked it up. We're hoping that it's going to dry evenly, but there is a chance that we will have to clean this shoe again off camera. So when you're cleaning your Bred ones, just know that there is potential for this to happen. There's not much we can do about it right now, so we're just going to be moving on to our Medium Bristle Brush on the midsoles. The midsole is all dry. Now I went ahead and used the microfiber towel through the entire process of cleaning the midsole for that soap that got on the uppers, just to avoid more oversaturation. Now there is some deeper stainings from heel drag here and also some toe drag here. So I'm going to be using the microfiber towel trick. I'm just going to dip this in our bowl of water and do a little bit of scrubbing. Microfiber towel trick, you're just going to be using your finger. You can use your fingertip or your knuckle. This trick will allow you to get more into that dirt and grime that the medium brush might not be able to remove, and it'll prevent you from using the stiff bristle brush on the midsole and getting it close to that leather material because you don't want to damage the uppers. So now that that's out of the way, we're going to be moving on to the outsole using our stiff bristle brush. The outsole is all taken care of. Now the main reason that we are not going to be putting this sneaker in the laundry system is because of that oversaturation, as well as I am noticing a little bit of color bleed on the towel from the red. So we went ahead and used our Essential Kit. Our Essential Kit works perfect for leather sneakers, so it's not out of the ordinary. But for the last step of this treatment, we are going to be taking care of these laces that have been soaking. The sneaker and the laces are all taken care of. Now we're going to be putting it on our drying rack to allow it to dry overnight. Now I did mention a couple of times that we have that oversaturation on the sneaker. So after it dries, we will be taking a second look, and there is a chance that we will have to clean it one more time off camera to remove some of that discoloration. Now we do mention it does happen. So when you're cleaning your shoes, just be super careful, and we'll see you guys soon. We got the shoe dry. Now, as I did mention, I was worried about a little bit of the oversaturation that we were seeing on the toe box as well as the swooshes, but they dried completely evenly and there is no dark spots on this leather. You don't have to be super worried about it, but just remember it can happen. For the final steps of this cleaning though, all we have to do is lace up this sneaker. We achieved these results using the Reshoevn8r Essential Kit. We went ahead and cleaned the entire uppers using that Soft Bristle Brush, the Medium Bristle Brush on these midsoles, and then we hit up these outsoles using the Stiff Bristle Brush. We did notice oversaturation, so we allowed them to dry on our drying rack for 24 hours, and they cleaned up really nice. So you can pick up the Reshoevn8r Essential Kit and achieve these results by clicking the link in the description to save 10% off and heading over to reshoevn8r.com. If you liked today's video, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and make sure you turn that bell on for notifications. We drop new videos every Monday and Thursday. But also, make sure you leave a comment. I want to know if you guys are a bigger fan of the Bred Jordan 1s, the 4s, the 11s, or the 13s, or if you think the Bred colorway is overrated. I'm Jordan, and I'll see you guys again soon in the next Shoe Care Academy video.